Hello, welcome to Cooking with Damien. Today we're making a recipe by my own design. I titled it Memory of Bruschetta. I made this during Great Lent because I couldn't use oil in my bruschetta, so I substituted with some other items. I guess we'll start with the ingredients list. Also, if you're wondering why we're back to voiceover Damien, it's because I recorded this entire video and forgot to turn on my microphone. But I think that's a little beside the point. What we have to do now is gather our ingredients. So the first thing you'll need is a set of scallions or spring onions, whatever you may call it. You're going to want to put that into a bowl once you've chopped it. I think that's going to work great for you. The next thing you'll need is a handful of olives. You're going to want to cut these nice and small. You don't want them to be too big. Mainly because, well, just preference, but you want them to meld well with the other flavors. You don't want them to be, make sure you really gently cut them. You see I made a mistake there. I tried to use my 4-pound cleaver to cut that, and I kind of lost a lot of that olive. That's just a big oops on me, though. It's not your fault. Just don't do what I did. Next, you're going to want to take those radishes. I know we're not there in the video yet, but I'm just listing ingredients. You got those radishes, and good, because you're going to need them. They're part of the recipe. You're also going to need 1 ripe tomato. Now, I don't know how other people like to eat their tomatoes. I like mine firm. I don't like them too ripe. But you're going to want it nice enough that it has that acidity to it. You're going to want it firm, but still absolutely delicious. So, once you've cubed up your ingredients, you're just going to put them all in the bowl. It's a pretty simple recipe, but I'm sure you'll like it. I enjoyed it a lot. My family enjoyed it a lot. And really, it's great. Now, when you're cutting these radishes, just make sure to take off the ends. You don't want any of those rooty bits in there, or at least I prefer not to have them. Anyway, I have a couple questions for you guys. I know I haven't been posting very much lately, and I'm trying. I do have a bunch of stuff recorded. I'm just trying to learn how to edit before that, just so I can do it the best I can. A little sneak peek for those of you who watch the video. I have a series coming out. It's called Preparing to Leave Home. Because, well, you'll learn more in the video, but I don't like living in Canada, so I'm planning to leave in some time. I'm currently working to go towards that. I want to further my photography and videography career. If you have any suggestions on the videos, I know they're not quite that great yet, but I'm working on making them better. These are still some of the first videos I've recorded. I am now in videography school. If you want updates on that, please leave a comment, and I'll tell you how it's going. Other than that, I have another series. It's a fitness transformation. You'll learn more as I'm very sorry about that. That was my rice. I'm recording this at the kitchen table while I'm meal prepping, so... Beside that, yeah, it's a fitness transformation video, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's going to take a while to post. I think I'm going to post it in 2 segments. It was supposed to be 30 days, but with the amount I put in my videos, I don't want it to be too long, so I might do part 1, 15 days, and part 2, the other 15. But, I don't know. What do you think about that? Would you rather just 1 long video or 2 shorter ones? Because it's, I don't know, I'm just trying to do what I think people will like. Other than that, I have a few cooking videos recorded, like this one, and I have a feeling that I forgot to turn my microphone for all of them. But that's okay, because I can just voice over again. So, I don't know, have you guys ever had bruschetta? I feel like bruschetta is good. I like it a lot. Maybe it's just the Italian in me speaking. But one of my favorite side dishes as a snack, as a piece of the dinner. It's great. But here I had to modify the recipe a bit. So other than those vegetable ingredients, you're going to need just about 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I know you can't see me doing it on the video here, but I didn't realize that, and I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful about my shots from now on. You're also going to want just a sprinkle of salt, not too much, a little bit of pepper as well, and then you're just going to want to mix it up. You don't want it to be, all in one place. So other than that, maybe put some oregano in there. That's what I usually do. And you should really enjoy it. Or at least, I hope you do. It's a recipe I made, so I'd be pretty disappointed if you didn't, but I guess that's up to how you experience flavor. Always remember to wash your hands when you're cooking, by the way. I make a point to do that, just as I make a point to put away the silverware before I wash any more. I know I talk about a lot of stuff on this channel, a lot about love and inconvenience, about doing things for other people, and there's a reason I do that. It's because I didn't do that for a long time. I didn't do things for other people. I did things for myself that weren't even good for me. And I don't want anybody to go through that. I want to help people realize that that's not the way they should be living, because it's such, it hurts you more than anyone else. You have to think that you are the one living here. You're the one that's experiencing it all. So would you rather that be alone? I know for some people it might be like that. For me it was for a while, but then I realized that, wow, the people around me they care so much about me. I should care for them as well. They're my family, they're my friends, And I feel like it's a bad thing to not do that. What do you think of my chopping skills here, by the way? I feel like I'm getting better at it. I'm not a pro chef by any means, but yeah. And back to what I was saying, that you can't just go it alone. You can for a while, but then you realize that you're all alone. You have no one left. You can only stop and think to yourself that you wish you had more people. And that's where I came to in my life, and then I changed. And that change was brought about by myself. And even though I did it myself, that there were still these times where there's a really long static shot. Oof. There was a lot of pushback from my own brain on it, giving me anxiety attacks and panic attacks. Just the derealization, things felt really bleak, felt like nothing mattered. I was looking for what life meant. I looked for that in the people around me, and that's when I started to realize that the people cared about me, right? More than I thought. I started asking everyone around me what they thought the meaning of life was, what they were living for, specifically my aunt, really. Because she's 70, she's lived through it. I wanted to know, why she decided that it was good to keep living. I wasn't suicidal or anything, I want to make that pretty clear. But I was having a long time, a lot of hardship through the fact that I just didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted out of life. Now I do, and I'm glad about it, and I'm working towards my dream every day. Something you may not know is I used to want to be an aerospace engineer. I wanted to build rockets, I wanted to code. I did all that stuff so much. I would sit in my room hours on end just on my computer, coding and fiddling with electronics. But after I made my realization, I said, well, this isn't what I want to do. I want to experience the world. I want to experience the people around me. I don't want them to, waste away and me not know them. So I chose another thing I loved, which was photography, videography. I've tried to be a YouTuber since I was a kid, and it never really worked out, mainly because I was a kid. I didn't really have any work ethic. I didn't post very much. I expected way more than I was getting out of it. And that's, I feel like it's what I've been doing with these videos recently is I don't want to post because I'm scared. And I hope you don't see that as a bad thing. Anyway, have a great night.